Yeah, I played Cleveland first 5, and I won, and I got lucky, and I don't even want to look at the second game.
Well, I capped the second game. I just didn't even realize it was a doubleheader. Shit.
I bet that Sauce doesn't have a Dinger Tuesday pick.
No, I most definitely do. What is that again? What is that again? When you pick someone hit a home run?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come up with one on the fly, bro.
It's a crapshoot anyway. It's just fun to mess around with.
We are officially live now. Welcome everyone to Tuesday. There are 14 games. I think there might be 15 games tonight. So we're gonna be ripping through them. Don't mind Prop Beaver. He has one good night where he wins the show, and he all of a sudden thinks he's hung like a black rhinoceros from the plains of Africa. This is not the case. He will be brought down to earth tonight with a below 500 record.
All right. Gee, let's see it. I mean, because I think I am hung like that, boy.
Okay. All right. Well, all right then. All right. Well, the first game, everyone already knows our pick, Beaver, because we put out that video. So,
Yeah.
In case you didn't catch it, I put out a video for Oakland versus. I forgot to pull up the comments. Let's pull up the comments. Oakland at Yankees. In case you didn't catch the YouTube video, I took Oakland first 5 on the run line. A's first 5 plus a half run. What was that at, like plus 120?
I believe so.
Yeah. So that's what I got for that game.
I played the Athletics first 5 team total over 1.5. I got it at minus 110, but I've seen it drop to minus 105 on some books. I just think there's great value there. It's hit their past 9 to 12 games against left-handed pitchers on the road. And listen, JP Sears, I don't know who this guy is, but I'm sure he's not as good as Jordan Montgomery. So I'll definitely take my chances there.
Sounds good. Toast, do you have thoughts?
Beaver stole that from me, so he's definitely not going to get credit for that on his record.
Oh my God.
I like if I agree with him. I like Oakland in the first 5. You can get it on DraftKings at plus 105 for team total over 1.5. I also played the team total just for the A's over 3.5 at plus 115. So both team totals for the A's for me. I don't want to deal with them winning or losing.
Got it. I can see why. They are playing arguably the best team in baseball. So next up, we got Pirates at Nationals. You know what, Toast? Why don't you start us off here? Oh, Toast probably hates this game. Actually, though, he hates the shitty games.
I don't think there's a ton of value in it. I lean the over. I don't know if I'm going to play it, so I don't want to steal. I kind of lean that from what Beaver was saying, so I'll just let Beaver handle this one really quick.
Yeah, I mean, I took as one of my official plays today, Jose Quintana over 2.5 earned runs. I think there's major regression for this guy. And we've seen it in 3 of his past 4 starts, surrendering 3 or more runs. And here's the main stat that I really like here. The Nationals, let me go ahead and find it. Where the hell is it? Okay, yes. I am prepared. I have 50 friggin' statistics in front of me. It's hard to sift through. All right, the last 11 starting left-handed pitchers versus the Nats have combined for a 9.06 ERA and a 1.99 WHIP. They are absolutely smashing lefties. They've already seen Quintana this season. They got 3 runs off of him in 4 innings pitched. So I definitely like that there. I saw that the first 5 team total over 2.5 for the Nationals was at like plus 110. I just decided to go with the earned runs just in case they get the 2 in the first 5 and then 1 in the 6th. Whatever. That's how I like to play it. Both are at plus money. I think that's probably one of the better picks for this game. If you want, like, I guess, a non-prop pick, it'd be the over in the first 5. Over 5 plus 100 because none other than Patrick Corbin is on the mound. And, I mean, that guy's a misery. So there's that.
So you've Washington team total over on the first 5 or full game?
My official play is Jose Quintana over 2.5 earned runs.
Got it. Let me tell you why the Nationals money line is a gorgeous pick here. It's razor sharp. Pirates the most public dog of the night tonight. 86% of the money on Pittsburgh. Good. Go ahead, bet the Pirates. Let me give you a few facts here. Number 1, Patrick Corbin is much better at home than he is on the road. Now, this guy sucks I'm not saying he's good at home. I'm saying he's much better at home than he is on the road. That's number one. Number two, Quintana. I like his stuff. How could you not? If you're a Pirates fan, you love this kid. But also home and away splits. He's better at home in Pittsburgh than he is on the road, and he's on the road here. So both the home away splits lean towards a Washington Nationals bet. Number three, this is a lefty-lefty pitching matchup. Do you want to know who's been sneakily hitting lefties? In the last month, the Nationals are 13th in the MLB in OPS against left-handed pitching. So even though the Nationals' bats can't be trusted, I do trust them a little bit against left-handed pitching. Nationals money line at -125, fade all that money. Let's go.
Yeah, no, especially now seeing that all that money's on Pittsburgh. Yeah, I would like to take Washington as well. I don't really look at the money like that, but yeah, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Everyone's on the Pirates.
And Patrick Corbin has dealt versus the Pirates. Last three starts versus the Pirates, 2-0, 2.18 ERA, 1.02 WHIP. I mean, he's been pretty damn good versus the Pirates.
Not to mention the Nationals have already seen Quintana this year, and he didn't get past the fourth. So
yeah, I forgot to write that down in my notes. I saw that though. Yeah.
I wonder who just said that earlier.
Did you say that? No one heard you.
Yeah, no, I said it. I said it loud and proud, but it's fine. No, it's fine. Let's continue the show.
I don't think you did.
Let's continue.
All right, next game. Let me pull the graphic up. Braves at Phillies. This is another one that I already put on YouTube, so you guys already know my pick is Phillies money line at -120. I actually think we might all be on the same page here, right?
Yeah, I'm actually going to isolate the first five, though. So I'm going to play Phillies money line in the first five. I'm also going to play Phillies minus the half a run at plus money. So I'm actually going to play them both.
So you're going to play Phillies first five money line and Phillies first five run line?
Correct.
Got it. What about you, Prop Beaver?
Well, my play for this game is Wheeler. I got him over 6.5 Ks this morning. It's moved to 7.5 Ks. I'm still fine with that, especially at plus money. This dude has owned the Atlanta Braves, and his last three home starts against the Braves have been so impressive. 0.41 ERA, 0.64 WHIP, and this is what's really got me. 38.4 K percentage. Yes, the man is averaging 10 Ks in his last three home starts versus the Braves, so I think he's going to put them in a coma today. And then I'm also going with the Phillies first five minus 0.5 at the plus money, like Toast said, because I think Schwarbo is hitting a fucking dinger first at bat versus Charlie Morton, and that will be all we need for a cash on that. Zach Wheeler is going to dominate the Braves today.
Yeah, and you know what? This was a stat that you actually showed me earlier today was, and I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but it was Zach Wheeler's last three starts at home. It was like 2-0 with a .68 ERA or something, right? Or .46 ERA, I think it was. So, yeah.
Yeah. Against Arizona, 6 innings, no runs, 8 strikeouts. Against the Angels, 6 innings, 2 runs, 9 strikeouts. And against the Padres, 7 innings, 0 runs, 9 strikeouts, 0 walks again.
So Zach Wheeler is just dealing at home. So Phillies all the way there. And I like the Phillies. You know what? I'm adding Phillies first five money line to mine as well. I'm going 2 bets on there, following some tail and toast there. All right, next game. We have Boston on the road in Canada. Toronto Blue Jays. Prop Beaver, why don't you start us off?
So I'm going with an interesting one for this game. I'm going with the first five over 5. And that's because, yes, Michael Wacha and Ross Stripling, they pitched, honestly, fantastically against the opposing team they're facing today in their previous start. But let's go ahead and look at their 3 previous starts before that. They've both been getting rocked by these other teams. I mean, Ross Stripling, 3 starts versus Boston in 2021, 14.9 ERA. 0-2. The guy only made it 9.2 innings in 3 starts. I think he's going to get rocked today. And then Michael Wacha's last start before the one this year against the Blue Jays, 6 innings pitched, 6 earned runs, 7 hits, 3 walks. I think that the books have it at 5 for a reason, especially despite these guys absolutely dealing as of late. And the Toronto offense is hot. The Boston offense has simmered down a little bit, but I think they get some revenge today. So I like the first 5 over, especially at plus 100. I think that's some pretty good value.
When did the Boston lineup simmer down?
Yesterday. They simmered down.
They just simmered down about 10 minutes ago.
They just took it off the pot. All right.
Not shut them boys down. It was.
No, he absolutely he did. He absolutely did. I took an L on that one, but I'm going back to the Red Sox today again at a big plus price. With Walker on the mound, I can't do it. Yes, you're right. He did look bad 2 starts ago, but if you go back before that, he looked really good. He has had 1 bad start in Toronto, 3 good ones. So that's a plus there. I just think that Boston's playing too good right now. They are scoring runs at a plus price. Yeah, I got the starting pitching advantage. I think it's a wash with the bats and the bullpens. I would actually kind of give the bullpen advantage a little bit to Boston because they didn't have to use their guys in a blowout last night. So it's Boston at a plus price for me.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Toast. I'm not taking the money line though. The bet I like is Red Sox first 5 plus a half run. It's at minus 120. I think I was looking at Ross Stripling's numbers, and like it's hard to ignore that the dude is dealing. He's really pitching well, but it really reminds me of the spot he was in about 2 weeks ago, where he had come off like 3 straight great starts, right? Then he was at home against the Yankees, and it was like Toronto fans are fired up, thinking Stripling's going to go out, shut the Yankees down. He got absolutely rocked. So here he is, coming off another good start. The opinion on Ross Stripling is high again. At home, under the lights, against another division rival. I think the Red Sox touch him. I think they get to him. So I like the Red Sox first 5. I'm taking the half run. Anyway, next game. Nice winner there, Kyle. No feedback? Jesus.
Kyle, I had the same pick as you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, what do you want me to say to you?
Well, you want to say nice pick, bro. Good job.
Yeah, sick pick, bro. That was dope.
All right, next game. Okay, so Twins at Guardians. I didn't know this was a doubleheader. So I was capping this game not even knowing that these two teams were playing as I was doing that. But I have 2 bets in it, and I'm sticking to them. I like the first 5 under 4.5. I really like Winder. I think he's fucking good. And the Cleveland bats have disappeared. I faded them last night and hit. They've lost 5 straight. In those 5 games, they scored a total of 9 runs. The Cleveland bats have just gone bye-bye.
Actually, they're on a winning streak.
What do you mean? Oh, they just won. Well, like 5 minutes ago they won. Right, okay, so they actually won the first game today. Like I said, I didn't know that. But they have Connor Pilkington pitching, who's a lefty. I don't know much about him. He looks okay, I guess about average. But the reason I don't like the Twins in the first 5 is they haven't been hitting lefties well at all. So give me the Twins money line and the first 5 under. Beaver, go ahead. Or Toast, you go second.
Next game. I don't play doubleheaders.
Yeah, neither.
Bullshit.
I'm on my own there. So next, Astros at Mets. Toast, do you want to start us off?
Absolutely. We're taking the Astros here. It's one of my favorite plays of the day. Not only do we get Framber Valdez, who's just an absolute machine. The Mets haven't seen him. I know that these teams just play, but they didn't see Framber. Cookie Carrasco does pitch a little bit better at home, but he's got an ERA almost at like 5.5 this month. Just really hasn't hit well. Astros, the only thing that's a little bit concerning with me is that they are coming off that big series with the Yankees, but they do have a day off, which is nice. They also gave guys with some time off. Like I said, it's just the Astros on the road this year have been the second best team on the road, 25-16 on the road. Only the Dodgers have been a better moneymaker on the road this year. And the Mets against lefties are much worse. So you add all that together. I understand that Michael Brantley's going to be out, but that doesn't really bother me. I mean, I'm taking a look at the Houston lineup right now. Altuve, Pena, Alvarez, Bregman, Tucker, Gurriel. I mean, that's a pretty solid lineup. So I'm going to take the Astros at a short price at minus 120.
I'll go second because I completely agree with everything you just said. Definitely on Houston here. You know what? Let me pull up my notes because I had 3 points I wanted to give. First, Framber Valdez has been way better on the road than he is at home. He's got an ERA under 2 on the road, 4-1 on the year. He's a beast away from home, so that's number 1. The Mets aren't hitting lefties. I mean, that's been the story for a couple weeks now. So that's number 2. And number 3, Carlos Carrasco, Cookie. Obviously, I'm a Mets fan. Love him, but he's kind of coming back to earth. He doesn't look the same as he did a month ago. So this is an easy pick for me. I'm taking two bets: Astros money line at -120 and Astros first 5 money line at -119. I like them both.
Also, one other thing to add with Cookie, he had an MRI sometime this week too. So I know that he didn't came back negative. Obviously, he's pitching, but obviously there's something going on there. So he's pitching through it because the Mets have a shit ton of injuries, but that's just something to keep your eye out on.
Okay. Prop Beaver, do you care to chime in? Or are you skipping this game too, pussy? My bad. Shouldn't say that.
Nah, I mean, I'm not skipping it. It pains me, but I'm going to have to fade the Mets. We're not doing too hot right now. The bats are not a swinging.
Yeah.
The relief the bullpen is not a bullpenning. It looks horrible out there. And the Astros are rolling right now. Framber Valdez is nasty. He's going to be on the road in one of his best spots. God damn it. Yeah, Astros money line.
So all of us on the Astros. Oh, go ahead.
Also, yeah, I'm on the Astros. Also, I really like the team total. If you don't want to play money line, like if you're a Mets fan or whatever, Astros team total's at 4 at -115. I think that's a very good value because even at 4, you push.
Okay. All right. So you Astros money line and team total for you, and I'm on Astros money line the first 5. Got it. Next game. Well, wait. Let me put the graphic up so everyone else knows what game it is. Brewers at Rays. Now, I already know for a fact that Prop Beaver's on the Rays because I know how he thinks. He thinks like Public Pete. So go ahead. Tell us about your heavy public pick here, Prop Beaver.
Well, I decided I'm actually not going to be taking a side in this game. I'm going to be taking the first 5 under 3.5. It's that low for a reason, and it's because Shane Baz is that good. This kid has just phenomenal stuff. It's going to be the first time the Brewers bats are seeing him. And yes, the Brewers bats definitely have put a little pep in their step lately, as one could say. But on the road, a lot of their power gets neutralized. They don't tend to swing the bat as well. And honestly, I see this as a nice spot for Baz. I already bet over 5.5 Ks at +105. Some books have it at +115. So I think that's a great value considering just how good this kid's stuff is. And then Brandon Woodruff, he's taken his first start off the IL. Yes, he sucked on the road. That's a matter of the fact. The guy has sucked on the road, 8.14 ERA, 921 OPS. Things are just flat out not looking good for him. But this is actually a really good spot for him. He's better versus left-handed batters on the road, and there's going to be 5 in the Tampa Bay lineup tonight. And the Rays just aren't swinging the bat well whatsoever. They're sitting in the bottom 6 of most categories offensively versus right-handed pitching over the last 2 weeks. And if you take it back to like the last month, they're near like the bottom 3.
Aren't they scoring runs, though? I mean, I'm looking at their game logs. They're scoring runs the last 10 games. Just saying. Be careful.
Do you want a fucking cookie? Because Brandon...
I'm just saying, I'm looking at 4, 6, 4, 4, 5, 2, 7. I mean, they're scoring runs.
4. Are we on a golf course? How are you scoring
Just saying.
That shit is pathetic. They're scoring
Pathetic.
against bullpens. They're scoring against bullpens, not starters. They look like shit. And also, they faced a lot of lefties recently. They smash lefties. They don't fuck, though, against right-handed pitching. I'll tell you that right now. And Brandon Woodruff's last 3 starts before he got hurt were actually pretty good. He was starting to come back to Brandon Woodruff form. I don't like how you just tested me on that Ray shit, okay? I don't like that, Toast. I don't like that at all. I think that the first 5 under 3.5 is prime time betting right there, and that's what I'm taking.
All right, Toast, you want to go next or me?
Yeah, I'm just going to isolate Baz. Woodruff, I'm not a fan of his in the first place, and he's coming off the IL. Baz is pitching good, raising the first 5 at a cheap price. Should be like -110, -115 for me.
All right, I'm on my own island here. I'm all over the Brew Crew tonight. I think Shane Baz is so overvalued. He's had 3 starts all year, and 2 of them have been bad. I mean, his only good start was he did pitch really well against Baltimore. But
did you see him last season?
Last season, there's a lot of things that happened last year. That's a long time ago. I live in the present, and the present is this guy sucks. Brandon Woodruff, obviously coming off an injury, not excited about it. But the Brewers coming off a 10-run game? Give me the Brew Crew, +100 money line.
And if we're talking present, Baz, last 2 starts, 10 2/3, 13 Ks, 2 strikeouts, 1 run. So, horrible.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
He's an abomination to baseball.
Horrible.
Well,
Horrible.
his start against the Yankees wasn't good. He got pulled and didn't even make it through 5.
That's what the Rays do, bro. That's what the Rays do. He's had one bad start in 2 years.
He's coming off an injury too, so they're limiting his pitch count. He was pretty effective.
One bad start in 2 years. I count 2 bad starts in the last 3 games.
Where's the
If you think the Yankees game is a bad start,
it's a 656 game score. He went 4 2/3, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. That's a 56 game score. Average is 50. That's almost a quality start.
I mean, it's not that bad, but I wouldn't call it a great start.
I didn't say it was great. You said he was bad.
That's a great start.
He'll be bad tonight. That's all that matters.
And against the Yankees, who walk on water, I mean, that's pretty damn good.
All right, I'm on the Brewers.
Act up, talking.
We can all win. I'm only on the first 5, so you can have your money line. You can have that.
Yeah, Brewers money line plus 100, without a doubt. I used to
Not to mention, Isaac Paredes is like one of the hottest batters in the major leagues right now. Gotta love it.
Is that your Dinger Tuesday pick?
Absolutely not. We'll get to Dinger Tuesday later.
All right, next game. Marlins at Cardinals. Braxton Garrett against Dakota Hudson. Toast, you go ahead and start us.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals here. I'm going to play him on the money line. I don't really like the price that much, but Dakota Hudson is a guy that has really good numbers against this Miami team. It was 2 years ago. He's kind of hit or miss, but his last 2 starts against Milwaukee and Boston, kind of a mixed bag a little bit. Against Boston, 5 innings, only 2 runs. But then against Milwaukee, 4 1/3 with 5 runs. But 2 of his starts this year, he went 7 innings, only gave up a run to Cincinnati and Tampa Bay. Padres, he went another 7 innings, only gave up 1 run. I just don't trust Miami right now. I think Jazz Chisholm's kind of hurt. I know that he sat yesterday because he had no feeling in his foot. Braxton Garrett has actually been pretty good, but at the same time, guys like Goldschmidt and stuff hammer left-handed pitching. So there's no way I can look at Miami here. I actually think that it's kind of like a cheaper price for St. Louis, especially if you're getting a -1, anything under -160, -155. I think that's a pretty decent value with them.
Yeah, I'll go second just because I basically agree with everything you just said. I couldn't overlook the fact that Braxton Garrett has been definitely unreliable and streaky, and the Cardinals in the last 2 weeks are 6th in the MLB in OPS against lefties. So they're seeing lefties really well right now.
I mean, and then on top of that, like Goldschmidt, OPS versus left-handing, 1.384. That leads the league. Arenado, 9.948. Dylan Carlson, 949. I mean, these guys are just, Pujols, 877. I mean, it's just raking left-handed pitching. Raking.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely taking St. Louis here. I'm taking the first 5 run line, which is at, I just wrote it down, plus 100. So that's my bet. Cardinals first 5 -1/2 run at plus 100 for the reasons you just said, that they're hitting lefties and I don't trust Braxton Garrett. Prop Beaver, I'm going to grab a drink real quick. Prop Beaver, take us away.
I'm not really seeing this whole hitting lefties things besides those numbers, because if you go ahead and you look at their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 last 7 starts against the left-handed pitchers, they've only had one of those left-handed pitchers allow more than 2 earned runs, and that was Eric Lauer, who doesn't have the best history versus them. So I'm really not impressed with the Cardinals bats against lefties. I'm also really not impressed with the Miami bats as of late. Go ahead and look at them against right-handed pitching on the road the last 3 weeks. They're bottom 3 in every single category. I don't trust Dakota Hudson to save my life. If I was a puss, I would just say pass on this game. But what I'm looking at is I love my first 5 totals. I'm going to go first 5 under 4.5. You get that at plus 105. I think that's a steal. So that's what I'm going to go with in terms of this game. Yeah.
Say that bet, just the bet one more time.
First 5 under 4.5 plus 105.
Ooh, the under, sneaky bastard. All right. Yeah, and by the way, on the Brewers game, I agreed with you on the under, but then I looked and saw it was 7 on the full game, 3.5 in the first 5, and I was like, fuck that. But I agreed with what you said. Mm-hmm. Next game is Reds at Cubs. Prop Beaver, you just went last, so why don't you start us off on this one?
I like the Cubs here, to be honest. I think that Luis Castillo, yes, he's been better on the road, but he did already face the Cubs this year. And if you go back, his previous 6 starts against the Cubs, not in this year, he's allowed 3 or more runs in every single one of those starts. I think that the Cubs lineup is starting to pick up a little bit of steam lately. 13th in OBP, 16th in OPS, 15th in WOBA. And that, all I'm saying is that that's improvement because they were at the bottom of these ranks not so long ago. So they're improving in terms of that standpoint. And another thing that I like is the fact that Keegan Thompson's on the mound, and he's looked phenomenal lately. Last 2 starts against a red-hot Atlanta and a Pittsburgh team that's actually been surprisingly hitting not so poorly. 0.75 ERA, 0.75 whip, and most impressive to me, 34.8 K percentage. He's been really, really good at home this season. And Cincinnati versus right-handed pitching on the road, that tends to be their weak spot. They're definitely better against left-handed pitchers. So I'm just going to go with the Cubs in this. I hate that the public's on it, but I'm going to ride with them.
Toast, you want to go second?
I agree. I was on the Cubs as well. I was actually going to ask you what the money looks like.
It's bad. Spoiler, I'm on the Cubs too. It's bad. It's super public. Let me pull up my chart here. So earlier it actually has dropped a little bit. It was at 91 this morning. It's down to 85% on the Cubs. Still heavy public on the Cubs.
Yeah, I can't get to Cincinnati here. I just can't do it. So
just Cubs money line at the minus 120?
Yeah.
Toast, would you say Luis Castillo's in your Sean Manaea, Chris Bassett category of guys you don't trust?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll start there. I do think Luis Castillo is... Wait, in what category are you talking about? Someone that's good? It's on those levels?
I hate him. I hate him.
Oh, he hated him.
People that Toast doesn't trust for any reason.
He hates Castillo. He hated him last year, too. I think Castillo has gone from overvalued at the beginning of the year to maybe a little undervalued now. He's better than his 2-4 record shows. And I think there was some tough beats in there. The Reds haven't exactly hit well for him. But regardless, how can we ignore Keegan Thompson's numbers at Wrigley Field? This is just silly. 4-0 with a 1.50 ERA. I mean... trust me, when I see all that public on the Cubs, take my word, I am desperately searching for reasons to fade that. And I just...
I can give you a reason now that I'm paying it, now that I'm looking. They're coming off of a 7-game, 2-city road trip. That's not the best spot. They did have their day off, but...
7 games isn't terrible, 2-city. I would go 3 series is where it's 3 cities, it starts to get real bad. But anyway, I think... With Keegan Thompson at Wrigley Field, I have the starting pitching advantage, right? The Cubs' bats have been better than the Reds' bats recently, over the past week, over the past 2 weeks. If you go before that, the Reds' bats were hot, but they're not anymore. So I get the batting advantage, the starting pitching advantage, and both of these bullpens suck. So just in a way to stay away from the bullpen, I'm going to take the Cubs' first 5 money line at minus 107, and I know this is weird to say this right after I said how much the bullpens suck, but I'm on the full game under at 9.
No, I actually like that too.
I want to switch to the first 5 money line now.
That's completely not allowed.
No, we can't be doing that switchy. Yeah.
No, wait, so you were on Cubs money line, you're on Cubs first 5 money line instead or as well?
No, I want to do a little switcheroo to the first 5 money line. I was worried about the bullpens, and I don't know. I didn't think of it like that. But the first 5 is way better. Listen, I don't want these people betting something that's not good. So
basically you heard my expert 33,000 subscriber analysis, and you were like, this guy's the real deal.
No, yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, man. I saw your subscriber count right before
turns heads. It turns fucking heads.
Heads will roll, baby. All right, let's do the next game.
Let's go. Next game, Rangers at Royals. Shit, this is one of those. I'll go first. I hate this game. Oh, you want to go? Okay, you go.
I got Rangers minus 1.5 here at plus money. Not only are the Royals just god-awful at home, I'm trying to pull up their numbers at home as I speak really quick. Really quickly at home, the Royals are 13-24 at home. John Gray for Texas is a guy that I actually think is pretty damn good. His numbers aren't they're not fantastic. 3-3 on the year. But his last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his last 6 starts, he's pitched very well. Rangers also one of the teams like the Dodgers when they win by more than 2. I think they're the only team besides the Dodgers to win more than 2. So or win by more than 2. They almost over 80% of their games are like that. So I'm going to take the Rangers minus 1.5 at plus 105.
All right. This sucks. I'm taking the Royals money line, but don't tell me. 96%. 96% of the money's on the Rangers, and I do like how the Royals have been scoring runs in the last 4 games: 4 runs, 3 runs, 7 runs, 3 runs, 4 runs. So I'm not saying they're tattooing the baseball, but they have been scoring runs, and I think eventually, they're on a 3-game skid, 3-game losing streak at home. I don't think it becomes a 4-game losing streak. So I'll take them, but don't tell me. Seriously, don't.
And just going back to my number, the Rangers have 35 wins. 31 of them have been by 2 wins or more, 2 runs or more.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I'm hopping on the Toast bandwagon with the minus 1.5. Once he brought that to my attention in the pre-show analysis, I thought to myself and I said, "Wow, that is a good price." And you know what else I thought about? John Gray has looked excellent over his last 3 starts. 2-0. 1.45 ERA, 0.91 WHIP. Also, what's impressive is that 29.1 K percentage. Buddy is striking them out right now. And he's also been really solid versus left-handed batters on the road. That's going to be 5 of the 9 guys in the KC lineup. We're talking about a 303 OBP, 616 OPS. Those are pretty good numbers right there. KC is sitting in the bottom 8 against right-handed pitchers at home. And the Texas bats, my lord, they're streaky. But what I will say is that there's going to be 6 lefties in that lineup. And Jonathan Heasley has not been doing well against lefties. 974 OPS, 3.32 home runs per 9 with a 1.68 whip. I definitely think that the Texas Rangers can get to Heasley a little bit. I'm not feeling the same way about that Royals offense. And in terms of bullpens, I don't think the Rangers are the best, but they've got to be better than the Royals. So
yeah,
I like that minus 1.5 a lot.
Just so you know, Beaver, you lost Jimmy Jam as a fan already. He's back to tailing me, as per the comments. So you had him as a fan for 1 day.
Dude, I'm telling you, the dam is dropping like flies right now. We had a strong build up yesterday, and the dam is falling apart.
They're just not feeling your picks tonight.
I know, it's sad.
Next game, so you already know what we're thinking at Dodgers at Rockies, right? All 3 of us took the Rockies yesterday. We all said that the Rockies hit the shit out of lefties. Here we are again, the Rockies against the lefty. Are we... Toast, start us off. Wait, you're muted.
I actually think the best play in this game is just isolating the Rockies team total over 4.5 at plus 100. I don't really want to play against the Dodgers coming off a loss. I know they're something crazy. There's a crazy number going around. They're very, very good off a loss, especially being shut out off a loss. Kershaw is a guy that throws heavy sliders. The Rockies are a top 10 team in the MLB in hitting sliders. They also obviously hit lefties very well. 2 of the last 3 times Clayton Kershaw's went into Colorado, he's gotten tuned up. 5 runs off of 5 2/3, and then 6 innings, 4 runs off of that one. He did have 1 quality start where he went 7 innings, only gave up 1 run. But with the way that the Rockies have been playing right now, it's just too cheap of too low of a number with how well that they've been hitting against lefties. So I'm going to take the team total over 4.5 at plus 100.
I don't hate that. Personally, I'm just doing the same exact thing as yesterday. Yesterday I did Rockies' first 5 run line, and I'm doing it again today. And I like how they even dropped the price of it. Yesterday I got it at plus 140. Right now it's at plus 120. So it's less of a payout, but I like it because it means the books are seeing the same things I am. Rockies' first 5 plus a half run at plus 120. Keep smacking those lefties, Colorado.
And to the people in the comments, Mike Buena, I don't even look at ERA, so at all, really. So what their ERAs means really nothing to me.
Okay. Fuck. I really don't like this game because I feel like I can't really pick a firm side here. Yes, I think they'll hit Clayton Kershaw here, as Toast was saying, through the past 4 times. He faced them. He got rocked by him. But my problem is Kyle Freeland sucks at home. He sucks at home. And now he's going to be facing a Dodgers team that already dismantled him earlier this season. And my problem is there's going to be 5 lefties in the Dodgers lineup tonight. Versus lefties at home is by far his worst spot. 923 OPS, 406 WOBA. He's just getting shelled at home against left-handed batters. So personally, if I have to go ahead and make a pick, so I'm not being a puss, I'm gonna go ahead with the first 5 over 6. It's crazy. It's a very high number.
Over 6? You said 6?
Yep. I mean, I trust the Rockies bullpen to kind of shut it down in the later frames. Dodgers bullpen obviously is a bit more shaky, but I don't want to just completely take from Toast and just copy his team total pick, which is, in my mind, probably the best bet to make.
It's the sincerest form of flattery, bro. He won't mind.
No, I'm not an imitation artist. I'll just go with the first 5 over 6. When the Rockies score 7 in the first 5 frames, I'll be fine.
All right, fine. Yeah, by the way, Sean Redden chimed in saying the Phillies are 4-0 in games he's attending, and he will be there tonight. Yes, all 3 of us are on the Phillies. You really clapping for Sean Redden, Juju? No.
Dude, Sean Redden's a hero. I don't understand what the problem is.
No, I will not clap for Sean Redden. Although, thank you for the ride home from the barbecue the other day. Appreciate it. All right,
Clap
clap for giving the drunk man a ride home. Next game, White Sox at Angels. Ugh. I'll start this one off.
I wonder where you're gonna go.
Yeah, I'll never bet Johnny Cueto in my life. He's such a fraud of a starting pitcher. I mean, the White Sox have lost 5 of the last 6 games that he starts, and there's a reason. It's not just his pitching; it's his character. It's his presence is just a losing presence. I don't trust him on the mound. I don't trust him in the dugout, to be honest. He threw a gem against Houston. That was what we call in the industry a fluke. He will get rocked. I'm on the Angels money line. Minus 131 is a steep price for an Angels team that really hasn't shown us they can score a lot of runs. But it's Johnny Cueto, so they'll probably put up a 6-piece in the first inning. Toast, want to go second?
Yeah, I'm actually going to take Johnny Cueto and the White Sox on the money line at a plus price. Part of it's a play on the number. I don't feel like the Angels should be favored at anything. If worst case scenario, there should be a minus 110 on each side. So I obviously it's not super far from it. But Cueto has been decent on the road. I mean, it's not horrible. I don't know. I don't feel like the Angels have done anything to be warranted me a favorite right here. Cueto coming off of a Baltimore start, he gave up 3 runs, but he struck out 7, only walked 1. It's not horrible. 36 strikeouts and only 11 walks. So faced well against Houston. The Dodgers are a pretty decent team, and Baltimore is a pretty damn hot team this month as well. So Dodgers, Houston, Baltimore, and Toronto, you keep on going back. He's facing quality teams. I don't think the Angels fit that bill, so I'll take the plus money with the White Sox.
Real quick, Beaver, this is a cool comment here. The under is 14-1 in the last 15 Angels games. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, that's dope.
That is a dope stat. I appreciate you for commenting that, bro.
Yeah, let me. You know what? Real quick, let me add that to my notes.
Yeah. Put that in the diary. We gotta get those down for future.
Got it. No, I'm putting it down for my bet slip tonight. I'm about to lay that bitch down. All right, go ahead, Prop Beaver. What do you think about this game?
Dude, I'm gonna fade you in your blind rage against Johnny Cueto. Blind rage, bro. I don't know what he did to you. I don't know if he slept with an ex-partner of yours. I don't know if he left his jockstrap in your laundry. I have no clue. But Johnny Cueto, first of all, has great numbers against this Angels lineup. He's been phenomenal in his last 3 starts against the Angels headed back to 2020. And he's been dominant in his 4 road starts so far. I'm really not seeing it. Best spot on the road versus left-handed batters, 5 of the 9 guys in the Angels lineup, 440 OPS. My buddy's on some shit. So I'm going to be backing him here in the first 5, plus 110. I think that's an absolute steal. I don't want to touch the full game because that White Sox bullpen not only gives me heart attacks, but I'm pretty sure Tony La Russa will croak within the next 5 blown saves by the White Sox. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the first 5 plus 110. I think that's the right side here. Chase Silseth, who the hell is that loser? That's my other comment.
That's the winning pitcher. That's who he is. All right, next game.
You talking to me?
No, I'm saying that's the winning pitcher. You want to know who he is? That's the guy who's going to win tonight.
Yeah, I don't know.
Next game, I know that me and Toast are in agreement on this one, but I haven't talked to Prop Beaver about it. So, Toast, why don't you go first? Padres at D-backs, by the way.
Oh, I'm actually, this is probably going to surprise some people that if they know me and how much I don't really trust Sean Manaea, but I'm taking the Padres tonight, and I think it's probably one of my favorite plays on the board, actually. I understand all the everything that has to do with the Padres and what they're missing and what they don't have. But what they do have is Sean Manaea, who absolutely has owned Arizona in his career. 4-1 in his career, 3-1 with a no decision in there. 2 of the games he's pitched shutouts. The last time he did face them this year, he's already faced them. They gave up 2 runs. At the same time, Zach Gallen's been good, but it's just I just think it's too cheap of a price for the Padres right here, especially coming off of 2 losses with the Phillies. I think Manaea deals tonight, and I'm taking the Padres at a short price. I'm not sure if I'm there with the Snakes anymore. They just really haven't played good baseball lately. They almost got swept by Detroit. They had a crazy last couple innings and scored a whole bunch of runs. So they're coming off an 11-run performance. I just have a hard time getting to Arizona today. So with the cheap price with the Padres that are in a division race with one of their aces on the mound with great history, I'm taking the Padres.
100% in agree. You know what? AJ, go first. I'll go last.
I don't like that the price is at minus 110 for both sides. I feel like it's a trap and a half, but I will be taking the Padres simply because of the fact that the Padres offense has been pretty electric on the road versus right-handed pitching in June. First in OBP, OPS, WOBA, WRC+. They're striking out at the lowest rate. They have 5th highest walk rate. I mean, they're doing everything right against right-handed pitching on the road. I don't like to touch totals in these games when they're a rematch of the same exact start from the previous week. I actually hate capping these games. I don't know how to read them in my brief short career as a baseball capper. So I'm just gonna go with the better team at the better price. But my Christ, does it feel like a trap?
Also, a couple other numbers now that I found my notes really quick. Sorry, Sauce. Padres on the road this year, 24-14. Keep in mind, they also just beat the Diamondbacks in a series not too long ago, and they killed them in total runs in that series, 17-7. And then keep in mind also, now that I'm looking at the Padres schedule, they have the Dodgers on deck. So these are games that they're going to need to win. So again, yeah, it's just everything points to me towards the Padres.
So he's correcting this stat. My bad. That stat is actually out of the last 15 games. Only 1 went over 9 runs. And the line is at. So he's saying, if the total was always at 9, the under would be 14-1. But the total hasn't always been 9. I see what he's saying. Anyway,
yeah,
so in this game, you could just mirror exactly what Prop Beaver said. Obviously, I love the Padres. Manny Machado's back tonight, right, Toast?
Supposedly, they haven't dropped him yet.
Okay. He's listed on, I think, on Roto Grinders. He's listed in the starting lineup, but it doesn't say confirmed yet.
Pretty sure he's playing. Like I said, I knew he was coming back sooner or later. I'm pretty sure he's DHing tonight.
Yeah. I'm on the Padres for sure. If this is a trap, books, you got me. Because there's no way I can fade the Padres at minus 110 against Arizona. I like Zach Gallen, too. Zach Gallen's, I'd say a top 5 pitcher in the NL probably, or at least close to there. I love Zach Gallen, but this team is just way better than Arizona. So Padres at minus 110, no hesitation. I hope it's not a trap. Next game.
Never mind. You're good.
Next game. Tigers at, oh my God, I put D-backs. Let me change that logo. It is Tigers at Giants, by the way. Beaver, why don't you start us off while I fix the logo? You're muted.
Schmuck.
I'll kill you. How I feel about this game? Not strongly about this game. I couldn't care less about this game. Honestly, the one thing that I'm seeing that I like probably is if you're gonna go ahead and take a prop, I would do Carlos Rodon, 9+ strikeouts. Let me go ahead and see what that is on FanDuel. But if you look at his last 3 starts versus the Tigers, 6 Ks through 3 innings. That's when he was dealing with the injuries and they were limiting his his innings. 9 Ks and 12 Ks. So this guy has the Tigers number. There's new bats in the Tigers lineup that haven't seen him as well. I like the unfamiliarity edge. Sorry, I'm not good at pronouncing things. And to be honest, I don't trust the Giants offense, and I don't trust Tariq Skubal. So I'm having the hardest of times making a read on that game, to be completely honest with you. What I do know is that Carlos Rodon should shut it the fuck down. I'm seeing over 8.5 plus 120 on FanDuel. That's going to be my pick for this game. Carlos Rodon over 8.5 Ks. I'm doing the cop out.
So you said 2 there. You're in 2 bets on this?
No, 1 bet. Carlos Rodon over 8.5 Ks.
Over 8.5. I thought you were also betting the over at 8.5.
No,
okay.
No, I just don't find value on this game.
Well, then you're missing a ton of value because the Tigers are the play here. And let me tell you why Scoobs is on the mound. Tariq Skubal not nearly as good in June as he was in May. I will give you that. Do either of you two gentlemen want to guess at who's 6th in the MLB in OPS against lefties over the last 2 weeks? Anyone want to render a guess? The Detroit Tigers. They're seeing lefties. The Tigers are on the climb back. Everyone forgot about them, not me. I'm taking the Tigers' first 5 plus a half run at plus 110. I think it's a beautiful spot. I think Scoobs shuts it down. The Giants haven't been hitting that well. I think it's 1-1 or 2-2 at the end of 5 innings, and that plus half run cashes. I may exercise my right to play the Tigers' money line at plus 168 on the full game as well, but for this video's sake, Tigers, first 5 plus a half run, plus 110.
My turn?
Yeah.
This game's really hard for me because I actually think that the Tigers have a really good shot in this game. I'm not trying to sit here and make a big point about if Carlos Rodon is going to drop or anything like that, but the Tigers played 3 bad games in Boston, and besides that, they've won 2 out of 3 in Arizona. They won 2 out of 3 in Texas. So I think they're playing much better. They're scoring runs 7, 6, 5, 2, 4, 7, 14. I mean, so they're scoring runs here. Like Sauce alluded to, they hit lefties well. I really wanted to take the Tigers plus 1.5, but I just it had me throwing off a bit. But I think that the team total over 2.5 at minus 120 is the better play. So that's my official play. Tigers team total over 2.5 minus 120.
Ooh, I like that. I didn't even look at that. Over 2.5?
Oh, yeah, my God,
bro. Definitely. Add that to my list. Ding! Add that ding to my list.
No.
All right.
Y'all are not cases for fading my boy Rodon at home. He's going to teach y'all a lesson today.
You mean Carlos Spider Tack Rodon?
What?
Next, any pitcher on the White Sox that was on the White Sox last year, I just assume was using Spider Tack.
He didn't have a drop off after the Spider Tack issue.
Yeah, well, it's the White Sox, like as a whole, their whole pitching staff did. So I just assumed they all, and also I mixed those guys up: Giolito, Rodon.
No, you don't mix up that piece of trash with Rodon.
At least Rodon's good.
Oh my God, I put the Orioles there too. I'm fixing the graphic real quick. It's supposed to be Orioles at Mariners up now. Toast, go first.
Oh my God, this is what that guy's commenting about. Where's the quality?
Yeah, dude, this is so unprofessional. I don't even know how to pick a game right now.
Oh my God, it's done. It's done. Shut up and pick.
Honestly, I was just going to keep on playing the Orioles, to be dead honest with you. I understand Robbie Ray has been fantastic, but if you're going to keep on giving me the Royals at a really good price, I think I'm going to have to take them. I don't really want it to be an official play. I'm trying to find their team total right now. That's what I'm going to target. But because they've been
1.5 plus 110.
Wow.
Say that again.
First 5 over 1.5 plus 110
Against Robbie Ray.
What's the full game, Beaver? Since I don't have to pull it up.
More like Robbie fraud. More like Robbie bitch. Fuck that.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to have a bad inning. Yeah, there's my team. There it is. Baltimore team total over 3.5 plus 105. That's my play.
More like Robbie bitch, he said.
We all know. Go ahead, Cost.
So are you taking the Orioles money line and the team total, or just the team total?
No, just the team total over 3.5 plus 105.
All right. My pick. I feel like I'm just reciting the same speech every day. I'm going to continue to bet the Baltimore Orioles because they're continuing to pay me. They're now 12-1 in their last 13 on the run line, 8-3 in their last 11 straight up. Give me the Orioles money line at plus 140. No further explanation needed because they keep paying. Prop Beaver.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna add that first 5 over 1.5 plus 110 because I think that's a steal. Robbie Ray, yeah, he's been looking great over his past 3 starts. But Oakland's 29th against left-handed pitchers in June in OPS. The Angels are 30th, and Boston's in the bottom half of the league. So, what am I to be impressed with here with Robbie Ray? I just have Way. What am I here to be impressed with Robbie Ray? Close to nothing. I don't care. His previous start against Baltimore this year, 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. I'm expecting more of the same here. Baltimore versus left-handed pitching has been raking. Second OBP, third OPS, second WOBA, second WRC+. I mean, they're putting on a clinic. And meanwhile, we got the Seattle Mariners sitting bottom freaking 4 in most of these categories against right-handed pitching at home. Dean Kramer's actually looked really well so far. The only issue I see with Kramer is that he is worse versus left-handed batters. That's going to be 6 of the guys in the Mariners lineup tonight. But I still trust the Orioles to get it done. I'm going to go with the Orioles money line. And I'm going to go with the Orioles first 5 team total over 1.5 plus 110.
Okay, so really quickly with that Mariners and their lineup, we don't know who's going to be playing today. So Crawford and Winker are suspended for 6+ games, but they don't have to sit together, so they can stagger them out. That's just how the MLB works. So we don't know. There's no lineup yet, so that's going to depend. That's going to fluctuate a little bit with who's sitting their suspensions and who's not. So it's definitely something to take into account. Also, just another point on Robbie Ray. He's looked really good his last 2 starts against Oakland and LA, 2 of the 2 worst teams in the league. So, again, it's just Baltimore or nothing for me.
Absolutely. And that is the final game. So, unfortunately, this is bad news that I have to give. So I had a couple people complain that the top bets should only be exclusive to the VIPs. So, it's a good point. So, Toast top bets are always been on there, but now there's going to be a Kyle top 3 and an AJ top 3 at the bottom as well, so you can see all of ours on there. Sorry about that. I have to oblige the people that it's only $1 a day, but of course, I'm so grateful for those people that allow. That's the reason we're able to do this full time. So, happy to do it for them. So it'll be on the app for those of you who have that. This isn't a sales pitch. If you're not interested, completely cool. So yeah, that's the full game. Does anyone want to give out a parlay though?
I have a hit parlay that I really, really like.
Oh, we got to do dingers.
And we got to do dingers as well. So,
all right.
Yeah.
So do your hit parlay first.
Okay, so I got a hit parlay. You got to play them on FanDuel or what have you to get it right. But Brian Reynolds from Pittsburgh, Contreras from the Cubs, and Josh Donaldson, obviously from the Yankees. All 3 of those just to get 1 hit plus 252. All of them have very, very good numbers against the starting pitcher. So that's definitely going to be a hit parlay for me.
Okay. Beaver, do you have any parlays to give out, or do you want to do your Digger Tuesday?
I would have to think on a parlay, but I do know my Dinger Tuesday. I already bet it. I think
you're gonna do it. Say it.
Let's hear it.
I'm going with Elias Diaz plus 810 on FanDuel.
Yo, he's actually getting hot, though. He actually is getting hot.
Exactly. He's getting hot. He has great history versus Kershaw. 3 of 5, 2 doubles. I think that he's really been picking up not only the contact, but he's getting like hard contact lately, which is what I like to see. We've seen that he has gotten 2 home runs in his past 6 games, which, I mean, at this point, at plus 810, I guess that's something you're looking for. And personally, the wind's going to be blowing. I like to take a long shot when I do the Dinger Tuesdays, because why not? If I think there's going to be a ton of other home runs, might as well make him hurt. So I'm going with Elias Diaz.
That's a ballsy sharp pick. To answer Darren, it's called the Sauce Network, and you can get it. It's available on Apple Store or Google Play. It's available on Androids or Apple. That's called the Sauce Network. For my Dinger Tuesday, I'm going Nolan Arenado for the reasons we said earlier. Those Cardinals guys, Toast was reading off their OPS numbers against lefties. You can go Goldschmidt or Arenado here, honestly. I'm going Arenado.
Arenado's actually better. Arenado has 14 home runs against left-handers this year.
Whoa!
In 176 plate appearances.
Beautiful.
So
this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tweet out a parlay in exactly 20 minutes. I'll tweet it out. So make sure you guys follow my Twitter. It's just my name, Kyle Kirms, and I'll tweet it out for everyone. As far as the ticket going out on the app, Toast and Beaver will have that out, like half hour? Cool.
Everything's done. I just got to add the picks on the pick part and summarize it at the bottom.
I'll send you all my notes, too, to see if you want to add any. Sounds good?
We just need to hear the bounce show Toast Dinger Tuesday pick.
Sorry.
Hold on one sec. This we do every single day, and on the website you can see every bet I've placed for the last year and a half on there. But thanks for the advice. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm taking Cody Bellinger today. Our friends at Ballpark Pal have him high up on the list. If you've watched a couple of his games, he's had a couple really close calls lately. So I'm taking Cody Bellinger. If you guys, just quickly, if you don't know how Dinger Tuesday works, on FanDuel, you opt in. You pick a person for $25 to hit a home run. So me and Beaver in the Dodgers game. So every home run hit, doesn't matter if it's our guy, you get $5. So if there's 5 home runs hit in the game, you get your money back. So it's just a fun little thing to do. We like to do on Tuesdays. It's nothing. It's not like a fucking whale hammer lock or anything. It's just a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. Kyle, before, what is it? What I think that guy meant in the comments was that, like, for our show, we should keep a record.
Yeah,
and,
we do.
Yeah, that's what I thought he meant.
Oh, you have it? Where? I mean, I don't see it on the screen right now. But
for this show, yeah, they're just on Twitter. We post them.
Like a database of the standings.
All right, bro. I'll get on that.
No,
you can see it. You can see it. It's just like it's so it's tough because we give out every single game. So and also sometimes we give out leans and it's like, does that count? Whatever. But yeah, on Twitter you can see how we did every day. The app is called the Sauce Network. Just search for the Sauce Network on Google Play or the Apple Store. All right, it's 5:30. I need to.
And
eat
then
something.
with Discord, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I need to eat something and then.
You're
get
good,
my
Kyle. I was
bets
gonna say we have Discord, whatever.
Yeah, there's a Discord thing too. I'll put it on Twitter. All right, thanks everyone for joining. Sorry this one went long. We went a full hour, damn. But I appreciate everyone watching. We'll be back same time tomorrow.
Peace out, Chiefs.